welcome back to the channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and this is House of the Dragon, episode 6.
So last episode, our wedding festivities started off with a bang. We lost Laenor's lover. He was killed by Sir Christian. He almost killed himself, but Alicent kind of stopped him, at least for now. I feel like she's going to kind of extend an olive branch to him. I feel like, the fact that he had come to her with like the honesty about Rhaenyra, I feel like is gonna like kind of move her a little bit.
It's funny how a big moment in the episode, which was Daemon almost kissing Rhaenyra, was like overshadowed by like an extra big moment too, which at first I thought the fight was broken out because of that, but it wasn't. This show is just getting better and better as it goes, and it really, like, I totally get what people said that it feels like old Game of Thrones, because it totally does.
Yeah, because, it showed us characters that were, interesting at the start, or at least visually, but then we got to learn about the characters, and they're like, okay, now we're kind of seeing like the dynamics, the relationships kind of all play out. And we got to this point and we haven't even talked about the fact that the king collapsed as well.
Yeah.
We anticipate him dying. We've been saying that, I feel like, for episodes, and I think that is when all hell's about to break loose and there are going to be multiple people gunning for the throne.
It feels itself so slippery and slimy!
Oh my gosh.
The sounds make it worse.
Is this the king being born? Was Alicent, did she actually have kids? Or did she steal kids?
I'll take him myself. You should remain a bed.
I don't know when this is.
Help me dress.
Princess, though, like, how is she, who is she related to? That doesn't make sense.
She has to be a Targaryen.
Or is this supposed to be Rhaenyra in the future?
Could it be a situation that she was pregnant but didn't like have a girl, so she stole a boy?
Oh, it's coming.
The afterbirth.
Eat it.
What?
Eat the placenta. They make it into pills.
A boy.
This is the future.
She wants to see him.
Now? I'm coming with you.
We just had a time jump?
This is totally them in the future.
Just take my arm at the least.
Right?
I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right.
Was it terribly painful?
Well, of course.
Oh, God.
Dang, part of me kind of misses the old actors.
I know.
It's interesting. So how long has it been? Because they...
I mean, it has to be a while.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a woman.
That's interesting that they did an actor change, because typically you would have just aged him up.
Yeah.
What could she possibly want?
So was Alicent like a tyrant? You literally just gave birth 2
We are
seconds
turning
ago.
back, all right? She can come to us, all right?
Like, that's crazy that she would make her get up.
I can't believe they did a time jump.
This is absurd.
You think they changed Alicent's actor?
They had to have. If they're going with, like, realistic aging, which, I mean, like, unrealistically realistic, but, I mean, you do look different when you get older-ish, but not...
Oh, but not him.
They just aged him up.
Yeah.
So how come not him, then?
I guess the other Rhaenyra actress had a very young face.
She did look pretty young, but... Is it the same? No, they changed her.
Rhaenyra, you should be resting after your labors.
Well, then why'd you call me up here?
What about Daemon?
What happened?
Oh my
What? He's still alive?
Indeed, Your Grace.
I was completely shocked by that one.
How many years have gone by? Because they look like significantly older.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long time.
Sturdy.
Damn, I can't believe he held on that long.
I don't know.
Yes, you will.
Does the babe have a name yet? We haven't spoken.
Joffrey,
Joffrey. Oh my gosh.
Joffrey.
if you don't mind, Your Grace, your daughter has exerted herself heroically and should rest.
I know, she literally just gave birth.
I know.
The hair's brown? Is that what that's saying? Oh, I don't know.
I mean, that would be a little weird. They both have white hair.
Or maybe, like, it wasn't that.
Do keep trying, Selena. Sooner or later, you may get one who looks like you.
Is it not his?
I don't know. Like, you think they haven't, like, messed around, like, at all? Like, not even for, like, you know,
I mean,
their
who
duty?
knows?
Don't seem so interested in our affairs, really.
Ooh, interesting. How many kids did they say?
Damn, she was bleeding this whole fucking walk. Oh my gosh. I still want to know how many years have passed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do they have other kids? They have to, right? Because they said you'll get one that looks like you.
Yeah.
Mother.
Are
no,
they
she's-
his kids?
I mean,
They look like they might be his kids.
We chose an egg for the baby.
Yeah, not one of them has the white
yeah.
hair.
Perfect one.
So, are you her side piece?
Not every day an egg leaves the dragon pit princess.
Maybe like this is their agreement, you know? Like,
Yeah.
okay, says I mean,
Lena and I thank you, Commander.
Another boy, I heard.
It's so him.
Might I?
Awkward.
So Harwin wishes to be introduced to Joffrey.
Of course.
crazy that Christian's still out there.
Yeah.
Father, please may I hold Joffrey?
No, no, no. Back to the dragon pit.
I mean, he looks like he's still raising them like his own kids.
Yeah, but this is an awkward dynamic.
Yeah. I mean, I think they have agreed on it, though,
Mhm.
you know, like, it's... Because, I mean, they had that arrangement early on.
It's like, why do we look so much like him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it little?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like as high as they are, like in terms of height.
It's like a preteen.
It's like, do we jump forward a little bit more time? Is this the son that was just born?
No, I think not.
Then who are those kids? Are those
Maybe there's
older kids?
someone else's kids?
Targaryens.
Are those the... Well, I don't know.
Oh, the queen's
Yeah,
kids?
that's
Okay,
what I'm
yeah. Aegon?
Yeah.
One of them's Aegon for sure. Then who's this? Oh, that's like the cousins. Or not cousins. I don't even know how that family dynamic works. Guess those are technically his uncles.
It's listening to you.
Siri.
Leave the goat. It's like snack? Does it cook it first or does it just eat it? How do you prefer your meat?
You must hold mastery over your dragon, my
I
young
dar
princess.
la rota got vesper.
Train your dragon. Don't let your dragon train you.
Can I say it?
Dracarys. They're jealous and upset. I could tell.
Dracarys Vermax.
It's weird to see someone with brown hair say it. They're so
Do
jealous.
they not have one?
They have to. But they probably already have ones that
So they
probably a
do
little
cook it.
older. Yeah. I didn't even think about how this dynamic will play out because they have kids that are kind of somewhat similar in age to the queen's kids.
Behold, the pink dread.
Okay, so he's upset. But your brother's picking on you too.
Why doesn't he have one?
Yeah, I don't get it. Because he's not the firstborn? But the other one, that doesn't really make sense either because the other two have it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They just run out of eggs or something? Like, no, but he was first, so I don't know.
So the older one is Aegon, like
Yeah.
the one that they had first, like the king. Oh shit! But he shouldn't burn. Hopefully. Oh, it's just like a warning.
I mean, he wouldn't get burned anyway, though.
Yeah.
Right? That's still a thing, right? Or am I just like...
We haven't really
totally
seen a
wrong on that?
Targaryen just get like freaking completely scorched by flames, but Daenerys walked out of flames just fine.
You will have a dragon one day.
He'll have to close an eye.
I
Do
know
they
it.
just not have one for him then?
They all laughed.
Or can he not bond with one?
I don't know. Well, isn't there like an egg always like for a child?
You sure it wasn't our Aegon that put them up to it?
Mm-hmm. Alicent's getting bitter.
Did you witness the act itself?
The consequences of an allegation like the one you toyed.
It's better just to not talk about it. She's totally gonna bring it up sometime.
Oh,
maybe.
absolutely. She's like turning into the Cersei of this
I
show.
know. You should have had the Joffrey.
Yeah, that's not going away. So it's interesting how like the whole thing with Christian just lingered all these years and helped shape Alicent's like view of her.
Oh, look, and here she goes talking with him.
Sometimes seems so, Your Grace.
It's so weird. Now with the time jump, he's loyal to her.
The Princess Rhaenyra is brazen and relentless. A spider who stings and sucks her prey dry. Spoiled cunt.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We know what he thinks of her.
Uh-huh. Funny how he doesn't look.
Whoa, what the?
What the heck?
Who the hell is just like doing this? Is this one of the kids? Who is this? It's what the? Aegon? What?
You couldn't have done it anywhere else. Oh my god. Well, like, see, that's a joke.
Plot. No. It was Jace.
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
Who just does that out the window?
You are the king's firstborn son. And what they know, what everyone in the realm knows, in their blood and in their bones, is that one day you will be our king.
Wow, she's changed so much.
Mm-hmm. This is so crazy still. I'm still like thinking about the fact that we had this time jump.
I know.
Are we gonna see Daemon? Hope we see Daemon, yeah. See how much different he looks. What's he been up to all these
I
years?
know, and he's gonna be older too, right? They better have kept the same actor.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You grew his hair back out.
It's interesting how some of them stayed, but some of them didn't. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really...
Well, I guess depending on how old they were, they probably
Yeah.
made the ones that they planned on keeping look a little bit younger.
Oh, did she?
Oh,
they
did
got
they become
together?
a thing?
Interesting. He looks the same.
Yeah.
So, do y'all have kids?
It's funny because this is like the third actress to play the same character.
I know. She just keeps getting older and older.
Yeah. Just having fun here.
Huh. It's cool. The show did not go the way I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
go.
not
but
at all.
That's interesting.
Joined our cause against Volantis in a century of blood on the great dragon
Interesting.
Balerion.
I wonder if he's gotten more mature.
Yeah.
Aegon the Conqueror.
Aegon.
Seems like he has some respect here.
Mm-hmm.
A proposal I wish to make in the spirit of honouring our storied alliance.
Your aim is to marry one of our daughters, Your Excellence.
Okay.
You might have said so and spared us the history lesson.
What?
So they have 2 daughters.
Permanent residence here in Pentos.
Oh, they're in
This maps out a
Pentos.
gift to you, outright. The tenants would pay their tributes annually to their new Targaryen lord.
Oh, she's pregnant still? Or not still, but she's pregnant again?
Your Excellence, we are travelers. We've already extended our visit here.
So you want to like set down roots?
One we will certainly entertain.
Oh.
How was your marriage, really?
Well, they seemed like they were having fun when they were
Yeah.
just out in the sky, but I just feel like we're in a different show now. It's like we have to learn everything again.
Soften your knees. Feet light.
Oh my gosh, I could already tell Christian's gonna become someone I don't like now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I liked him so much.
I know. So crazy how age hardens people. And circumstance. Dang, he's taking like 2 at once.
Weapons up, boy.
Watch them actually be able to hit
I
him.
know.
Oh, I mean, you know he knows
Younger
the
boys could
dynamic.
do better with a bit of your attention.
He's gonna become our new favorite.
Question my method of instruction, sir.
Because he pays more attention to the other ones.
Suggest that method be applied to all your pupils.
Very well.
If he hurts one of them,
Yeah, he's
he's
gonna
gonna
get
be
pissed.
so fucking pissed.
Blades up. Engage.
Christian, we liked you.
Oh my gosh. And like those are his kids, so it's like
I know,
different, you
yeah.
know? But you have to like keep it on the DL, but like not.
Don't let him get up.
Oh my
Stay
gosh.
on the attack.
Oh my goodness.
Chill the
Dude, it's
fuck
just
out,
practice.
Christian.
You dare put hands on me! They're gone.
Oof.
This is what you teach, Cole. Cruelty.
Yeah, look what you became, Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Your interest in the Princeling's training is quite unusual, Commander.
He's trying to call him out in public.
Yeah.
Men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin,
He's gonna
Oh
say, or
my
son,
gosh.
or a brother,
or son.
or a son.
Oh, you fucking
Yeah.
dick!
Oh!
It's funny how we just turned on his ass in one
Now
episode.
I'm with the new guy.
Yeah. Ooh. What does this
okay,
feel
all
like
right.
at the wedding?
Yeah. It all came back around.
Yeah. Oh, but what do they order him to be killed now?
Oh, it's gonna be really sad. Why do I feel like that might happen? I feel like the freaking queen would.
Princess, there's been an incident in the
Oh
yard.
no. Please tell me he didn't already get killed.
She's gonna get so
She's gonna freak
fucking
out.
pissed.
Please just like let them be talking or arguing still.
Ours, shame, Harwin! Shame on the whole of House Strong.
Because I
It's
laid
the
my
hand.
hands on that insufferable Cole.
She's still alive though, so. Is that his son?
Don't play the fool with me, boy.
Oh, is it?
It might be.
The guy who had the cane?
The willful blindness of a father towards his child.
Yep.
I wish my father affected a similar blindness.
Have I not?
Yep.
These many years. And yet today, you publicly assaulted a knight of the King's Guard in the defense of your...
Mm?
You have your honor. And I have mine.
I don't remember the name of the guy who talked
But his
to the
foot
queen.
was all like messed up though.
Yeah, but was it just like a temporary thing? I don't know
Oh,
if it was
maybe.
like a permanent thing.
Yeah.
He definitely had a glow up if that was him. Or it could have been another son.
You're
It's
not gonna
always
breastfeed?
like it's always like the children of the hand.
Yeah. What is this
All
excessiveness?
drunk and happy.
Oh.
Your husband.
And his lover.
Yeah.
Are you in very much pain? Milk swells the breast.
Would you mind? Dark rumours are hunting us, Lena. They nip at our heels. Vile, disgusting insinuations.
Insinuations, are they?
They are our sons.
He's like not taking it seriously.
He might not like view them as
Yeah.
his kids.
I have played my part here
Mm-hmm.
faithfully for 10 years.
Okay, so it's been 10 years.
10 years. Feels like they look older than that.
You do not desert your post when the storm lashes.
The wise sailor flees the storm as it gathers.
Oh, he's about to dip.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't carry it.
I know.
He's like, I did my time.
Yeah.
And he probably still holds a lot of resentment for like, you know, the
Everything
past
that happened
with
on like their
Christian.
wedding night.
As your princess and the heir to the throne, you are commanded to remain in King's Landing and at my
Ooh.
side.
Watch him still leave. Dang, that's crazy.
It's her egg.
It's been 8 years, sweetling. Half of them never do, you know.
So like
Oh,
some of them
that's
don't
why.
hatch.
Okay, yeah, because we're already getting closer to that point where, like, you know, they're
Yeah.
gonna start like not, or getting smaller as well too. That was like a thing they talked about. I think they talked about dragons the size of cats or something like that.
There is more than one way to bind yourself to a dragon. I was without one until I was 15 years old.
Oh,
And
still
now
hope.
I ride a Vhagar, the largest in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he seems like he cares.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know which little girl that. I don't think it was this one that he was sitting with when his wife came to him, but he seemed like they were having, some positive interactions. The way I take Damon now is like he just wants to like live, and like without like restrictions and just do whatever he wants to do.
I mean, he seems like positive with her too, for the most part. So, not like his other wife.
Yeah, he killed her.
Rhaenyra has delivered another son.
Does your brother mention if this one also bears a marked but entirely coincidental resemblance to the commander of the City Watch?
Everyone knows in this family.
I miss my brother, Damon. As I think do you.
Go back to King's Landing.
Cause drama.
I know.
Intrigue.
Every time he shows up back in that town, there's drama.
You spend your time here, in the library, reading accounts of the same dead dragon lords whose legacy you claim
What could he be researching?
has no hold on you.
Didn't know I was being so minutely observed.
You do not sleep.
Well, how can I with you haunting my every move?
Ooh. What do you want, Damon?
Does he just still hung up on Rhaenyra?
Hoping our negotiations with Sunspear might persuade them to see reason. To trust a
He's
martyr.
just like permanently sick.
I know. I mean, he's lasted a decade since we last saw him, so.
There should have been fortifications built. Watchtowers, a fleet of ships, a garrison of soldiers sent to hold our ground.
We cannot afford it.
They got some serious tension.
I have felt the strife between our families of late, my queen. And for any offense given by mine, I apologize.
Okay, so he's reaching out, offering an olive branch.
My son, Jacaerys, will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena.
Oh.
Ally ourselves.
I don't even know what the fuck that family dynamic is
Let
now
them
at this
rule
point.
together.
A most judicious proposition.
He's like all happy about it.
So it's like her family, which is all their family.
Same family.
Your son, Aemond, will have his choice of them.
Hey, but she's like being like diplomatic
Symbol of our
here.
goodwill.
Rhaenyra.
She's like, no, it'll be Aegon.
She's gonna say no. Oh, well,
Oh,
I mean,
she's-
it happens.
yeah, she just gave birth.
She's lactating.
The king and I thank you for your offer, and we will consider it duly. You must rest now, husband.
I mean, you would think he would just be like yes, but
Yeah.
she's gonna have a say.
I feel like as
She's
he's gotten,
worked her way up more.
well, just because he's older too, I
Yeah.
feel like he's not
Yeah.
he's not in his prime. Let's just keep it like that.
Join hands and be stronger for it.
You may do as you wish, husband. When I am cold in my grave.
Oh my goodness.
She really did become the Cersei of this show.
Mm-hmm.
Your Grace, I feel I have come to resign my position as Hand of the King.
Oh.
The episode in the Yard this morning, my son Harwin has disgraced himself.
Oh, shit.
And every fishwife in King's Landing will soon be telling the tale.
Name Damon.
Your advice has been sage, unmarked by self-interest, which stands in contrast to all others.
That is true. Like was like, I'd rather just resign than.
But there is a shadow over my house, and it grows.
Oh my
In
gosh,
the
he just
dark,
feels
I
like the
can
guilt
no
about
longer
it.
serve you with integrity.
No. I respect that though.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Name it if it
Don't
casts
say
Oh my
it.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because you're just gonna give Allison like.
Yeah.
You must have your reasoning in plain language.
Don't freaking.
Don't fucking say it. Don't fucking say it.
Once you say it, it's like
Leave the room,
It's out there.
Allison.
Like everybody knows, but like once you say it, it's like real.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Oh,
Okay,
right,
good.
all right.
Cool.
Then I cannot accept this.
My dear husband.
I said no.
If you insist, my king.
I do.
Okay, so he's stay in the hand.
I would then ask leave to take my son from court and escort him back to the family seat at Harrenhal.
Take him away.
He is my heir. And will be Lord of Harren's castle one day. It is time he assumed his duties there.
I'm gonna go marry him off.
Yeah, and then she won't have any more kids with him. That'll be sad for her and him.
Yeah. What was she giggling about? That was weird. Oh no, this is the guy.
Yeah.
The other son. So it was his brother.
Without you, Your Grace, it seemed a sin to let such a power grow cold.
You did wisely, Lord Laris.
So he pushed his dad to do that.
Do you expect the king to doom his dear daughter to exile, or even...
Tell you not now. He wouldn't hesitate to speak the truth to the king if Otto Hightower was still at hand.
You cannot say, my queen, that your father would be impartial.
She's trying to bring her father
No,
back.
but he would be partial to me.
Shut the fuck. Oh, I hate her.
In all of King's Landing is there no one to take my side.
Oh my god, if his dad ends up leaving, I hope that it's Daemon.
Yeah.
I really hope that it's Daemon. What the heck?
Oh, what the heck?
In a cell. But who's in a cell?
What a collection of heroes I have before me.
What is he gonna have them do?
A murderer?
Either his dad or his brother. He's gonna have him get killed.
I am prepared to offer you mercy. If you're prepared to pay a little price.
His
A
teeth?
tooth? Is that even
Tongue? Oh, they're gonna cut out their tongue! So they can't speak about it. Oh! This guy's crazy.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this seems bad. Is he gonna have to make a choice like his brother?
I've reached the limit of my art. The child will not come.
Oh my gosh, it's like literally exactly like...
I'm very sorry, my prince. We could lay open the womb.
Try to remove the infant by way of the blade.
Oh my gosh, it's literally the exact same.
I don't feel like he's gonna make the same choice as his brother, but he might. No.
So what are you gonna do though? It has to come out, right?
Where's she going?
Oh my gosh.
She's going to the dragon. What's the dragon gonna do?
Dracarys!
What?
Well, it's not gonna kill her.
Dracarys!
What is it gonna help?
She hoping like the heat?
Doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Would it kill her? What I feel like it's gonna kill her.
Oh my gosh, it might.
And so it can. This is us, and we were wrong. But why? Like. Oh my gosh.
I know, I did not anticipate that.
I guess because it's like she was gonna die anyway. Like either way, I don't.
You stranger. When we meet again.
It's so sad. Like he's probably literally gonna go off, have to get married,
Yeah.
and just leave his whole family
Do
here.
you think the boys know? They have to. They might have their suspicions.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
We will exchange letters by Raven. Won't that be fun?
It's hard and strong, my father.
Oh.
you did. Yeah.
Am I a bastard?
Oh,
my gosh.
You are a Targaryen. That's all that matters.
They better not have loose lips around their freaking.
I know.
I don't even know what to call them in terms of relations.
Cousins? I don't know.
But they're also like her brothers, Rhaenyra's brothers. You know?
I'm just gonna go with cousins.
We're finished here. We're leaving.
Oh. Leaving where?
What of your offer, Jace and Helena?
I have been undermined and made a spectacle. They whisper about me in the corridors.
Are you going to Dragonstone?
I leave them to it.
To Dragonstone, then?
Because it's still hers, right?
Yeah.
If you were absent from court, she would pour her honey in your father's ear.
The wise sailor flees the storm as it gathers.
Oh, his words.
Laenor, bring him.
Oh. See, that's how it sounds
Yeah.
like. Can he bring
We
him?
need every sword we can muster.
I mean, that was really nice of her.
Yeah. What's going on here? Oh, these are the tongueless people. Oh, they're gonna kill them both. I thought it might have been one.
Dang, freaking beetle thing. Oh my gosh.
You have a really shitty son. One cool son.
Mm-hmm.
And a really shitty one.
Oh, it's already happened.
Yeah. Oh, and
They're
they were
burning
like,
it. Oh my gosh. Oh.
oh my gosh.
That freaking sucks.
Dragonstone. When is she gonna get word of this? She is not gonna be too pleased.
They're dead.
You've heard the stories of Harrenhal, Your Grace. It's built in hubris by Harren the Black as a monument to his own greatness. Blood mixed into the mortar.
She's acting all like, oh my gosh, right now, but soon enough, she's not gonna have any fucks to give, I don't think. There's like a little hint of humanity there.
You pass judgment.
But if you agree, you crossed over into Cersei territory.
What servant of the realm would not strive to fulfill it? I assume you will write to your father now?
Okay, Otto.
I did not wish for this.
I feel certain it will reward me.
It's freaking crazy, and he's manipulating you.
I know.
The time is right.
And he started all those years ago.
I know. This dude is fucking, like, the biggest wild card in the show, in my opinion.
Okay, so we got a time jump, and we got an actor change.
Yeah, several.
Which is kind of weird that some of them were changed and some of them weren't.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, I wonder how a lot of people feel about that, because on one hand, they probably did it because they wanted it to be more, like, realistic. Like, okay, it would be hard to show, like, Rhaenyra, for example, still looking really
Aged
young.
up, yeah.
Like, but having the hardness of, like, the 10 years that had passed.
Mhm.
So they probably went with an older actor to, like, you know, make it seem different. But then
Oh, we
it's-
still have Christian.
but it's also
yeah.
difficult when you have, like, Daemon and then Christian who looking the same. But I guess they also were more, like, probably older then. But then, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The way
I
I took
don't know how I
Daemon-
feel about it.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I feel like I'll get used to it.
Yeah.
But it is weird, and I do miss, like, the old Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Even though, like, you know, the new Rhaenyra is
Yeah.
good. I just, there's something about, like, the old Rhaenyra, and the old Alicent, too. But, you know, this new Alicent, fuck, I hate her.
Yeah. I think I would have still preferred that they just kept them young and just aged them up, and it still would have just been, like, slightly kind of more unrealistic versus just, like, completely changing the actors. I mean, I guess that's, like, would have been my probably personal preference, but I feel like it's not that big of a deal, and I'll, like, get used to it really quickly, but I do understand why they did it.
Yeah, a lot of different dynamics to really figure out, because it does feel like we're kind of in a slightly different show. I will say I was completely taken back by the fact that the king has made it up to this point. I really thought he was going to die. I'm just going to stop predicting his death now, because if he's made it, like, from where we saw him at the wedding to 10 years later and seeming a little bit more
just hold on.
spry, yeah, he might be around for generations to come. But regardless of that, you know, Daemon's out here. He became a family man. He lost another wife, which is crazy. And
Which, that part was kind of, well, first of all, I guess they can be burned. At least they can be burned by their own dragon, for sure.
Yeah.
But, like, we've seen Daenerys walk out of fire before, though.
yeah, when she was with the Dothraki, you know,
Yeah.
and like she had it burned
So
down and
maybe
stuff.
it is, like, specific to them, their own dragon
Maybe.
can kill them. But regardless, that was kind of weird that, like, she, like, chose to just die completely instead of at least, like, dying, at least seeing if the kid would live. But
Yeah.
maybe she was in, like, so much pain.
Or
and-
maybe she was taking away the choice out of Daemon's hand, so he didn't have to
That's
make
true.
it. Because I'm sure she
Yeah.
knows what his brother had to do.
Or it seems like the woman doesn't even get the say, and maybe the fact that Daemon said no, like she lost like the chance to even do it, and she would have just been there in pain like until she died. So maybe she's like, I'm just gonna die now. But yeah, the fact that that happened was crazy. Now he's just there with his kids, and he's probably gonna go back to King's Landing.
You would hope. But we do have Otto possibly coming back into the fold now. Alicent, given that last scene that she had with Larys, I don't feel like, she was fully crossed over into Cersei territory, even though she had a lot of hints up to it. Larys is there, in my opinion, to kind of advance himself a little bit, so I don't trust him in the slightest. I feel like he is probably the most cunning. Obviously, he had his brother and his father killed. So I feel like, he's kind of using Alicent, I guess, for fucking 10 years. He planted that seed so long ago. And now it just kind of came to fruition. I'm really hoping that the king chooses Daemon and doesn't choose Otto. Because he knew why he didn't want Otto there. But Rhaenyra is not here to kind of be that other voice in the ear. When she agreed to marry Laenor, that's when the king agreed to kind of release Otto from that role. I don't know how he is in his old age now. It seems obviously that Alicent is, her influence has grown with him. Not to the point where, like, she can just say or get away with anything, because he did kind of tell her, like, don't bring up the whole Rhaenyra and her children aspect, which that's a whole nother situation too. Rhaenyra is eventually going to find out that, I don't know what, I guess her lover? Like, her lover is dead, and she's not going to be too happy. She's probably going to think that it was Alicent who had this whole thing facilitated, albeit she didn't say do it, but she was talking to somebody who she didn't really realize was capable of doing something like that. But I really feel like she is going to cross over into that Cersei territory. And it's only a matter of time before a few more incidents like this happen, and then she's going to become numb to it, and then she's going to be like, okay, just take him out. It's interesting to see how this whole dynamic with Rhaenyra and Alicent played out over the course of a decade. I was thinking, like, Alicent could go either way prior to the time jump. I was like, I kind of like her, but, she does have some of that Cersei energy. And, what a decade did was, like, it kind of veered her closer to that. There was 10 years of resentment and buildup. And all those words that Otto told her so long ago have just been, like, in her mind. And then she's pushing that on her kids, specifically Aegon. It's just a whole lot of crazy dynamics, and I really have no idea how it's playing out. And we still don't know Daemon's motivation, because obviously before his wife died, he was researching things. He's doing this for a reason. What's the purpose? Like, I can't figure it out. But it seemed weird because he seemed somewhat happy, but yet somewhat distant. So, like, I don't really know where that's coming from. And, that was like the whole big thing that we were questioning with him and his character specifically prior to this time jump.
This is kind of like weird to say, but I feel like Rhaenyra could have, well, I guess, are there no other like white-haired men that she could have like, at least mixed in some of
Yeah, at least have one white-haired child.
I mean, like, I know it's like, she loved him, probably, and like, that's why, but like, you would think just in terms of kind of keeping up appearances, like the thing that would be probably the best for your kids was to like not have any questions about it, and like at least having like one in there.
At least the firstborn. You would think that like the
and
firstborn.
It's like, okay, genetics did its thing, whatever. But
we had a few uncles at one point who had brown hair.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.